Hey Smurf fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a nostalgic trip down memory lane to the heart of the enchanted forest. We're going to count down some of the absolute best, most memorable, and downright Smurfiest episodes from the classic cartoon, The Smurfs. Whether you grew up watching them on Saturday mornings or you're discovering them for the first time, these episodes are pure cartoon gold. So grab your Smurf berries, get comfortable, and let's dive into the Smurftastic world we all know and love. Kicking off our list is a truly iconic episode, The Purple Smurfs. This one is a classic for a reason. It starts with a simple bite from a purple fly, but things quickly escalate. The nap sickness spreads like wildfire, turning our happy blue Smurfs into angry purple Smurfs who can only say nap nap nap. It's surprisingly intense for a kids show, almost like a mini zombie apocalypse in Smurf Village. What makes this episode so great is seeing how the remaining Smurfs, led by Papa Smurf, have to race against time to find a cure. It's a fantastic story about problem solving, teamwork, and the importance of keeping a cool head in a crisis. Plus, seeing a whole village of purple, hopping Smurfs is a sight you never forget. Next up, we have an episode that introduced one of the most beloved characters in the entire series, the Smurfette. It's hard to imagine Smurf Village without her, but this is her origin story. Created by the evil wizard Gargamel as a ploy to sow jealousy and discord among the Smurfs, she initially arrives looking quite different, with messy black hair and a grumpy attitude. It's a fascinating look at her beginnings. But the true magic of this episode is her transformation. Papa Smurf, seeing the good in her heart, uses his magic to turn her into the beautiful blonde-haired Smurfette we all recognize. This episode is a powerful story about looking past appearances, the nature of good versus evil, and the idea that anyone can change for the better. It's a foundational piece of Smurf lore that's absolutely essential viewing. Let's talk about an episode that's all about character and ambition. King Smurf. What happens when Papa Smurf leaves the village for a while and someone else has to take charge? Well, Brainy Smurf decides he's the most qualified, but nobody listens to him. So, he rebrands himself as King Smurf, complete with a golden suit and a royal guard. At first, it's all fun and games, but power quickly goes to his head. He starts making absurd laws, building a wall around the village, and even throwing his fellow Smurfs in jail. This episode is a brilliant and funny cautionary tale about tyranny and the abuse of power. It shows how even the best intentions can go wrong and leads to a full-blown Smurf civil war. It's a surprisingly deep political satire, all packed into a hilarious kid-friendly package. Another unforgettable classic is The Straw Smurf. This one is all about the power of dreams. Dreamy Smurf, as his name suggests, longs to visit another world. He gazes at the stars and imagines meeting other creatures, the Swoofs. Seeing his deep desire, Papa Smurf and the other Smurfs decide to make his dream a reality without him knowing. They build a wooden rocket ship, dress up as aliens, and create an entire fake planet for him to discover. It's an incredibly heartwarming and elaborate plan. The episode is a testament to friendship and the lengths the Smurfs will go to make one of their own happy. It's a beautiful story about imagination and community, and the ending, where Dreamy is content with his journey, is just so sweet and moving. Now for an episode that proves even the smallest Smurf can be a hero, The Magnifying Mixture. This one centers on Scaredy Smurf, who, as you can guess, is afraid of everything. To help him overcome his fears, Papa Smurf whips up a special potion that's supposed to make him brave. But, in a classic mix-up, Scaredy accidentally drinks a growth potion instead and becomes a giant. Suddenly the most fearful Smurf is the biggest and strongest. When Gargamel inevitably attacks the village, the giant Scaredy Smurf is their only hope. It's a fantastic zero-to-hero story. It teaches a valuable lesson that courage doesn't come from a potion or from being big and strong. It comes from within, when you stand up for the people you care about. It's a feel-good episode with a great message. Let's not forget the Smurf who loves to eat, the Smurf-colored glasses. This one stars greedy Smurf and his insatiable appetite. When he stumbles upon a pair of magical rose-colored glasses, everything he looks at turns into a delicious-looking dessert. A log becomes a chocolate eclair, a mushroom becomes a cupcake, is a food lover's dream. But the dream quickly turns into a nightmare when he puts the glasses on his fellow Smurfs and they start looking like tasty treats too. The episode becomes a hilarious and frantic chase as Greedy tries to resist the temptation to take a bite out of his friends. It's a funny and creative story about gluttony and self-control with a visual flair that's super memorable. How about an episode that tugs at the heartstrings? Romeo and Smurfette is a Smurfy take on the classic Shakespearean tragedy, but with a much happier ending, of course. When Smurfette gets lost in the forest, she's captured by the evil sorceress Hogatha. Meanwhile, a gnome prince, also captured by Hogatha, falls in love with Smurfette from his cage. The Smurfs, led by Hefty Smurf, mount a daring rescue mission. It's an adventure-filled episode with romance, action, and a great display of Hefty's bravery and affection for Smurfette. It shows the strong bond between all the Smurfs and their determination to save one of their own, no matter the danger. It's a wonderful little fairy tale within the Smurf universe. Let's shift gears to a tale of vanity with Jokey's medicine. Jokey Smurf is famous for his exploding yellow gift boxes, but in this episode, his pranks take a different turn. After Vanity Smurf obsesses over a single pimple on his nose, Jokey gives him a fake potion that he claims will cure it. Instead, the potion slowly transforms Vanity's face, making his nose grow longer and longer Pinocchio style. The other Smurfs, not wanting to hurt his feelings, try to pretend they don't notice, which leads to some hilarious situations. It has a great lesson about the foolishness of vanity and the consequences of practical jokes going too far. It also highlights the kindness of the Smurfs, who ultimately help Vanity and forgive Jokey for his prank. Another fantastic entry is The Goblin of Boulderwood. This episode has a slightly spookier vibe, which makes it stand out. The Smurfs are warned about a fearsome goblin who lives in Boulderwood and turns anyone he meets into a bouncing ball. When Brainy and Clumsy accidentally wander into the woods, they come face to face with the legend. The tension and mystery are built up really well. But the twist is that the goblin is actually a lonely, misunderstood creature who just wants a friend. It's a classic Smurfs theme. Don't judge a book by its cover. The episode teaches empathy and understanding in a really touching way, showing that even the scariest looking creatures can have a heart of gold. Finally, we have to include the 100th Smurf. This episode is crucial to the Smurf lore. It explains why there are exactly 100 Smurfs needed for the famous dance of 100 Smurfs, a magical ritual that protects them from the cold. But there are only 99 Smurfs in the village. The race is on to find one more Smurf. Their quest leads them to a mirror that creates a reflection of Vanity Smurf. This reflection comes to life, but there's a catch. He does everything in reverse. This backwards Smurf causes all sorts of chaos and confusion. But in the end, he's the one who completes their number and allows the magical dance to happen. It's a clever, funny, and magical episode that adds a new layer to the world of the Smurfs. And there you have it. A journey through some of the very best episodes of the Smurfs, from action and adventure to heartwarming lessons about friendship and community. These stories are why we fell in love with these little blue characters in the first place. Of course, there are so many other amazing episodes, so I'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite Smurfs episodes? Let me know in the comments below. It's been so much fun revisiting these classics with all of you. Thank you so much for watching and for taking this Smurfy trip down memory lane with me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay Smurfy.